We've got our listeners calling up with stories about how their kids embarrass them in public by the things that they say. You know, they always say kids say the darndest things. Lots of times they say the most embarrassing things.
They sure do.
Probably shouldn't, but they don't know any better.
They
right?
sure do.
They're just kids. Did that ever happen in your family?
Well, you know, I don't have kids, but I was that kid. And my Aunt Nikki, when I was little, looked like Jane Mansfield. She was very well known for her platinum blonde hair, her dyed platinum blonde hair. Mm-hmm. And one time my mother, behind her back, said, oh, her hair looks like straw. So, of course, the next time I saw Aunt Nikki, I'm like, Aunt Nikki, Mommy says your hair looks like straw.
Oh, God. That's the worst.
She looked mortified, but my mother was so quick. She's like, I did not say straw. I said she had flaxen hair. Beautiful, like flax. That's what she said. Yeah. And that's at the early age I found out what flax was.
Yeah, like a kid would mistake. Oh, well, I meant flaxen.
Yeah, flaxen.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't have my thesaurus out.
And Nikki was classy enough to let it go. But.
Nice save, yeah. Let's go to the phones. We've got a lot of people calling up. WPDH, who's this?
Hey, this is Dan from Newburgh. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, Dan. Has your kid ever said something terribly embarrassing in public?
Yes, my wife about 20 years ago took my daughter to FAO Schwartz down in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And as she was walking in the door, there was an African-American man, security guard, holding the door for her. So she brings my daughter in with the stroller. My daughter looks up at him. She goes, I know why you're brown. You ate too much chocolate.
Oh.
And my wife was like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. The guy started laughing. He said, oh, my God, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard. He said, so he was very nice about it.
He has a sense of humor about it. Jeez, all right. Hey, maybe you should read your children more racially inclusive books.
Oh, my God.
Expose them to more people than WPDH. Who's this?
Hi, this is Donna.
Hello, Donna. What did your kid say?
My 4-year-old son is playing in the sandbox, and he keeps grabbing these handfuls of sand and throwing them up in the air. And my husband turned around and kept saying, Mark, stop throwing sand in the air. Okay, Daddy. And he just kept doing it. So he goes over and takes him out of the sandbox and crouches down and gets eye to eye with him and says, Mark, why do you always have to be so obnoxious? Mark looks him dead in the face, not even flinching, and says, I want to be like you, Daddy.
That's a good one. WPDH, who's this? Vanessa. All right, so what did your kid say that was a bit embarrassing?
It's not so much what my kid said, it's what I did to my mom when I was a kid.
Oh, what did you do?
Long story short, I grabbed a pair of edible underwear because I didn't know what it was and ran out and showed it to my family asking if I could eat it because I saw it said candy.
Now, were you in a store or did you find these in your home?
I found them in my house.
Oh, my God.
I wanted candy, so I'm going through my mom's things, and I see something that says candy pants. I think it's like little candy pants. I had no idea.
That is embarrassing. Can you imagine? Like, oh, I don't know where you could have found that.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. WPDH, who's this?
Hey, this is Peter from Fishkill.
All right, so Peter, tell us what happened.
So my son was 5 years old and went to get shots, and as the nurse is administering the shot, we're looking at him, and we think he's about to cry. But instead of crying, he says, "You're a butthole."
WPDH, who's this?
Hey, this is Rebecca.
All right, so Rebecca, tell us your story.
Well, I was going into the library with my two boys, and my son, who was 3 years old, we were going to go sit in this big puffy chair, and he says, "No, Mom, I can't. I said, "Why can't you?" He says, I can't. I said, "Why?" He says, "Because my pee-pee's too big." And it did not make any sense, but everybody turned around, and it was awful.
It's embarrassing, but when you get older, that's actually probably a pretty proud thing to proclaim to people.
Oh, it is. It is.
That's my son now. He's 16.
Now he says it whenever he can.
Honey, I have no problem.